The first year we opened the yeshiva in Miami, which was the year Tovshin Lamed Daled. We had only the shluchim that the Rebbe sent plus one more bocher, but very soon there was another bocher that joined the yeshiva. He was not from a Lubavitch yeshiva. He actually learned in the Mir yeshiva, but he was a sickly bocher and he needed the weather. So an uncle of mine, my wife's uncle, who was Mashgiach Ruchni in the Mir yeshiva, sent him to our yeshiva to learn. His name was Rabbi Feldman, so he knew me, so he sent that bocher to learn. And the bocher was a weak bocher. Actually, a few years later, he actually passed away because he was a sickly bocher. But when he was in yeshiva, I arranged for him to have a yechidus. And he didn't tell me what he was going to ask, but like any bocher, I think it was his Yemaledes, and I got him to go into yechidus. When he came out of yechidus, he told me that one of the things he asked the Rebbe was, I think he says his mother pushed him to ask the Rebbe, that we know that many people wear a red string against the 9 Hora. So he asked the Rebbe if it's okay, if it's the right thing to do. So he says that the Rebbe didn't answer him. Seems like the Rebbe tried to avoid answering him. But then he asked again. I don't know how many times he asked, but eventually the Rebbe answered him. But the Rebbe answered him, he said pretty sharp, and he said to him that to do that is medarke ha'meiri, and you're not allowed to do it. And he said very clear that this is osir to do. This was a chidush because many people think that this is the right thing to do according to Yiddishkeit, to wear a red bendel, a rita bendel against Ein Hora. But the Rebbe said to him, it's dark meiri, and then you're not allowed to do it. It was a chidush. But the truth is that later on we found that there's a tesefte in Masechta Shabbos. The tesefte is beginning of Perek Zayin, and the tesefte it says like this: beginning of Perek Zayin in Shabbos. Elu dvorim medarcho hameiri. And he mentions things which are from Darkei HaMeiri that you're not allowed to do. And he mentions a few things, and then he says, V'chut odaim al etzbo'ei, to wear on your finger a red string. Those guys at least to wear on the finger. That is medarkei HaMeiri, and that is osir. So we see what the Rebbe said is not a chidush of the Rebbe, but this is often a tesefte.